17 mistakes of your life that you realized when you got old. It's never too late to learn from your mistakes. As you age, you start to realize the things you should have done differently. Here are 17 mistakes of your life that you realized when you got old. 1. You didn't appreciate your parents enough. If the world suddenly ended tomorrow, what would be your biggest regret? A lot of people have come forward saying their biggest regret is being too busy with their own lives to pay attention to the people who cared for them unconditionally. By not spending time with them or appreciating all the things they did for us, then we're missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to thank them for what they've done. We all know that our parents are the most important people in our lives. They provide us with unconditional love and teach us how to become good, hardworking members of society. Throughout our childhoods, they do whatever they can to make us happy. Although most parents expect their children to treat them with mad respect when they get older, it's often the children who start taking their parents for granted as soon as they leave home. Many young adults tend to see their parents as old and very uncool. We don't realize how much we depend on them until we grow up and have families of our own. It's never too late to let your parents know how grateful you are for everything that they've done for you. You don't have to send them a thank you note every day, although that will help. Just talking to them on the phone or spending an afternoon with them can make all the difference in their lives. 2. You didn't spend enough time exploring your interests. As you get older, it's easy to feel like you should focus all of your time and energy on work. However, there may come a point when you find yourself regretting not putting more effort into exploring different career paths or hobbies while you were still young. Even if your job is extremely enjoyable, there comes a point when you start feeling bored because nothing surprises you anymore. No matter how many years pass, everything starts to feel repetitive. It's important that we 3. You spent too much time worrying about what others thought of you. We've all done it at one time or another. We tried way too hard to make other people happy instead of trying to make ourselves happy. We may have been afraid that our peers wouldn't like us if we didn't do what they wanted us to do. In the end, though, all the pandering and posturing doesn't amount to anything because you can never make everyone else happy anyway. 4. You didn't realize how beautiful you were. You probably don't think about this very often anymore, but there was a point in your life when you weren't as confident as you are now. There were probably moments when you looked in the mirror and wished that you could look different, maybe taller, thinner, or prettier. It's important to remember that there are people out there who wish they could look like you. So don't ever let your appearance define who you are. 5. You didn't appreciate the power of nature. It's easy to forget how powerful Mother Nature is until she unleashes her fury on us all of a sudden. Many natural disasters can be prevented if we find ways to predict them early enough. This is easier said than done, but one thing is for sure, it's never too late to learn about the environment and its many dangers. 6. You wasted too much time procrastinating. The older you get, the more responsibilities pile up around you, which is even harder not to put off. Many young people get stressed out because they wait until the last minute to write papers, study for exams, or do household chores. There's nothing wrong with taking your time to complete a task, the only thing that matters is how you manage your time and energy when you're doing it. 7. You let money rule your life. Money can buy us lots of things but not happiness and success. You know this if you've ever gone into debt while trying to keep up appearances. If we don't have enough money in our bank accounts, we tend to feel insecure about ourselves and our level of importance in society. It's important to remember that there are different types of wealth beyond just financial status, creativity, intelligence, kindness. 8. You drank too much alcohol at some point in your life, which could have brought potential health problems than good. We all love to drink alcohol sometimes, but most don't know that it can be harmful over time. Alcohol affects the liver, which is responsible for breaking down toxins in your body. If you're constantly drinking high amounts of alcohol every day, then your liver may not be able to keep up with its daily detoxifying process. 9. You lost touch with certain people who were once important to you. Some people may drift away from each other without realizing how much they truly meant to one another. Suffering from loss is heartbreaking, but it's never too late to reconcile with the people who are instrumental in making us the person we are today. 10. You didn't travel enough when you had time and opportunity. One of the regrets that many people have as they get older is not traveling enough. There are so many places to see in this world, and we only have one life to live. If you're not traveling, then you're missing out on a lot of unique experiences that can't be found anywhere else. 11. You didn't allow yourself to be happy enough. We all have our idea of what happiness looks like, and it's important to find out what that is as soon as possible. Many young people spend too much time chasing after things that don't make them happy in the end. Don't forget that you have the power to choose your path in life, and it's up to you to make the right decisions. 12. You turned your back on new opportunities when they came your way. Opportunities are only missed by people who are unwilling to grab them in time, so don't let this happen to you. You never know how much time you have left, so make sure to keep yourself busy with things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Some of these opportunities may not come around again, but it's important to embrace them when they do. 13. You didn't maintain lasting relationships with family members. It's easy for siblings, cousins, or relatives to get into arguments because of simple misunderstandings. While we can take comfort in knowing that family is the one thing that will always be there for us, that bond is only there if we choose to nurture it. Family members are your support system no matter what stage of life you're in. Don't take them for granted by neglecting them over time. 14. You didn't take care of your physical health as much as you should have. Your physical health is just as important as your mental and emotional health. Without a healthy body, it's difficult to do anything else in life that you may want to do. Make sure to exercise regularly, eat a balanced diet, and get enough sleep so that you're able to function at your best. 15. You didn't challenge yourself enough intellectually. It's important to constantly be learning new things so that our brains don't get too comfortable in one way of thinking. When we stop challenging ourselves intellectually, we tend to lose our thirst for knowledge. There are many ways to learn new things, so find what works best for you and make it a daily habit. 16. You surrounded yourself with the wrong people. Some people are toxic influences on your life, and this can be seen when they're in your friend circle. Some people will always try to bring you down when you're feeling good about yourself, so it's important to recognize these kinds of behaviors early on. You deserve to surround yourself with the right kinds of people who encourage you to become the best possible version of yourself. 17. You didn't give enough to charity while you had the chance. You don't have to be rich to give back. You can volunteer, or give your time or some of your money to certain causes that are important to you. Many people aren't able to donate any money when they're older because their health declines dramatically. However, this is something that young people should think about today. As an adult, it is easy to realize that many of our decisions in life are pointless or wasteful because we believe there's no turning back after making a decision. Experience has taught us that the only thing we can do is learn from our mistakes and not let ourselves make the same mistake twice. We hope these 14 mistakes will be helpful for anyone who may find themselves guilty of one or two on this list. We hope that you enjoyed watching this video today. Please continue giving us your feedback so that we can continue to provide you with good and useful content. We would love to know your thoughts on this information. Also, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our channel with your friends and family. Thank you for watching and for your continued support.